I am Matt Lively, and this is Tim Harper, and we are Lively Harper Environmental Sculpture.
Yes.
We just installed a skewed house and a floating island at the lake in Lewis Ginter. It was part of a show, Homes and Habitats, with 6 other sculptors or sculptor groups, and the show was up until the end of September. Back in February, when it was really cold, we had to determine where in the lake that this sculpture was going to go, and at that time we were very optimistic about being able to put it anywhere that we wanted to. We found a spot that was 12 feet, and then I think we remembered about the material lengths or something and tried to find a 10 feet, and the 10-foot spot wasn't far away from it, so we settled on 10 foot.
As far as changing from that deeper part of the lake, the deeper you go in there, the more weight you need to hold that thing down, and the challenge was the access road we needed to use to get down there, and the way the sidewalks all are in the area. You couldn't bring equipment, so we really had to focus on how could we put a sturdy base in that's going to, because this is going to be outside in a lake for 6 months.
I will say, though, the planning for the original spots was, to me, the best part of this project. In order to get it out to 12 feet of water, I finally got to do what I've always wanted to do, see if my 2 kids' kayaks would work as pontoons for a pontoon boat. So I took the the kayaks over to your house and said, I think it's possible to make this into a pontoon boat. And then I left and I came back later, and he had cobbled this thing together and made this awesome pontoon boat out of these 2 old kayaks. And they fit together, and they had this jungle gym thing on top of it with a pulley so that we could hoist the house up and then paddle the pontoon boat out to the spot and then be able to drop it onto the post. He made the pontoon boat, and which is great, but we ended up putting it in 3 feet of water, and that's why we ended up just bear hugging it and throwing it on top of the post.
Right. That was the most fun part for me, was making that thing, and we never used it, but that's all right. It was still fun.
Yeah, but we can use it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the end, our choice to do the simplest plan that my brother mentioned a long time ago when I was telling him about all the elaborate plans. He said, why don't you just pile drive a post into the mud really deep and then throw the house on top of it? And I told him that would never work. But that's what we ended up doing. We pile drived a post, and it didn't move, and then we put angled pieces on it and screwed it to, and we hammered those into the ground, and then we tried to move it and couldn't move it.
Yeah.
And then once we bear hugged the house, all 4 of us, and got it on there, it slid down, and because the house is so heavy, it's not going to come off. And what happened in the end was this thing being about, 15 feet off the shore there in 3 feet of water, but it's visible from all over the lake, and then you can see the reflections from all the sides. And actually the best photos are the reflections right off the shore, which is nice. And then the point sits on the water, but it's surrounded by a floating island that has plants on it, and the plants will grow up through the house.
That little artificial wetland island is a bug and bee and fish and microbe habitat combined with a people habitat. It's got little pockets in there where you can plant these wetland plants. As those plants grow up, you also get this microbial growth on the bottom side. It's like a bio-slime stuff on there, but all those little critters like to eat excess nitrogen and phosphorus and the kind of things that you get from runoff. into ponds and lakes that cause algae blooms and things like that, and it sucks all that stuff up. They want to eat that. They help the plants grow. It creates this cool little habitat and makes the lake cleaner. It's a great spot.
Anamorphic house sculpture serves as sort of an attraction to come and investigate what this thing is, and then there's the potential of people learning about that floating island that does all the sciencey stuff that he just mentioned. I took my mom to see it on Thursday, and we walked her across the bridge. She's 84. Doesn't do a whole lot of walking, so it took some doing to get her down there. And she saw it up close, and then she went over to the bridge and looked at it, and she said, quote, "That makes my brain feel funny." And I was like, yes, that's what I want everyone to say when they look at this. Because it's a cross between two-dimensional and three-dimensional, and it doesn't look right. And I love looking at it for the same reason. It makes my brain feel funny. It would be important to say that truthfully, if you have any challenge, or if you're ever interested in a sculpture of any kind, even ones that have not been invented yet, please give us a call, because between the two of us, we could probably figure it out.
Yeah.
Especially with you.
Well, yeah, and
you're
our extended network
you're
of
the brainiac. Yeah.
of
Yeah, between the people we
friends,
know,
problem
we can
solvers.
figure this thing out and make something really cool.
Yeah.